Hello everybody, how are you doing today? Quite a volatility, isn't it? So who is here already? People? Everything seems to be working fine. Hello Jenny, nice to see you here. So what do we got here right now? Yeah, it seems that somebody just market bought resistance. Yeah, it was like 24 million of long opened this local POC here. So what's this coming here? Okay, I will start quickly on the low time frame and I will come back on the mid time frame after. Because surely we are getting some strength, some volume coming back up. This morning I made an update. Was looking mostly at a 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 4 3 and was expecting some range here and this area to be resistance. So well, no, it did not, obviously. Could this still be wave 4? Well, no, we are all overlapping wave 1. So we have two possibilities. I said it. Two possibilities. Either we got some kind of corrective move that is finished here, or we are just expanding this wave 3 again and could be doing a 1-2 here and still continuing down. Now this is certainly a strong reclaim for now. What do we have in terms of extension? I mean, there is volume here. It feels like we have 1 2 3 of some kind, and let's see, maybe we'll take that high. But we are at golden pocket for now, and for all we know this could be an ABC move. So we could be doing indeed a 1-2 of lesser degree, which would mean this as a minute. I don't like minuet. Here, and maybe, just maybe, a 1-2. And yeah, this is in range here. In theory, this is really, yeah, still valid. If that's the case, we will be looking at a 1-2 and potentially something pretty strong here, if that's what's to happen. See, this will be lower. 1-2 1-2, and just checking quickly. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Why not? Still into the target for wave 3 here, this degree. A target of this wave 3. Right. Yeah. I'm missing one. Why is my wave 4 here? Oh, here it is. But yeah, that's if we reject here, which is far from being done, because we are getting a strong move. Could we have some kind of correction finish here? I mean, I can read clearly 5 waves here. Some kind. I mean, it will be an ABC. Or ABC with a flat. That doesn't change much. I didn't... I didn't take this count as a most probable because we were seeing strengths into the setting coming here. We're seeing setting coming from Bitfinex with setting small cell signals on magic spread. But the way we are... Yeah, the way we are doing this right now make me obviously considering it. This is a bit... I don't know. What can I say? What can I say more? There's some comments. 152. 47k look bullish. I already share. I'm feeling we have the 5 to print still. 50,800. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see what results from this. It's definitely possible we take this high. But it's also definitely possible we were just retesting broken resistance and we are going to see some kind of move reversed. I mean, we made a bar pattern. Usually it's quite bearish like this, but who knows. So yeah, zooming out, where we could be in. Yeah, there's two things with moves that we got yesterday and overnight. At least it gave a bit more clarity. The fact that we know that something significant finished up here. And we have a move that is comparable to this move here. So yeah, there is a possibility, talked about it this morning, that we have a 1, 2, 3, 4 and a 5 still coming. That's possible. And that would come into, could still be part of a bearish structure with 1, well, in the idea that we have W, X, and Y, with this finishing as an A, B, C. Yeah. So I have 3 main ID. We will cover them. So this is not one of the main ID. It's still scenario 1. It's still not completely invalidated, but not the main ID. Just saying that we need to make a fifth wave to finish the flat. This is still a valid ID. Again, still looking at an expanded flat with an ending diagonal here. And whatever the corrective move, if it needs to be here, it will be a wave 2. I mean, it could be done here or with another high. One of the idea I like is the WXY. So that's kind of the same, but we will be looking at a corrective move instead of impulsive for this last move down. Now in this idea I got 2 variants. Two main variants. Because this thing here is that with this high up here, we reach the 1-1 extension of this move and this move, projected from bottom here and bottom here. Just taking each significant swing highs and low. Just trying to ignore a bit the noise that we got this area. So we rejected from a key fib level here. One extension, and it's the target we expect for a Y wave. And here WXY as well. For the Y wave in yellow. And so yeah, all of this WXY in yellow will form the XY X wave here in white. Obviously it depends if we bridge that high or not. Alternatively, I still had this one, where the main difference is that for this part here, I will be looking at some kind of triangle, a triangle, just some kind. It's not a pretty one, but it is one. The idea is to have the A, B, C, D, E here. And all of this to say that the moves that are trying to connect this one and this one, and all of this sideway become, not really sideway, but this stop become the correction, and the move starts here, the last one, which makes a fib extension. Instead of taking it from the low here, I take it from this low. Still have not a lot of clarity of what happened here, what is happening here. But in that case, we're getting the 1-1 extension a bit higher. And you know, for all we know, there could be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, for example, or one lower. Like this. So that's for WXY, and do we have something else? What is this here? For no, it's the same thing. Almost the same thing. It's more connected to this one, I think. Yes, that's this one. It's an alternative to this being a WX, the last wave being a WXY here, instead of this. We'll have this last move as an ABC here, which make it a bit cleaner in the sense that we have this move here and this move that seem to have some correlation in terms of length, in terms of time. I mean, this move is quicker, I suppose, but not so much. Yeah. I can add the 0.618. So we have similar time in terms of retracement here. Registry 2, we don't overlap with 1. So yeah, it could work. Again, I had the 1-1 extension coming perfectly here, but nothing say we can't go higher. You know that a corrective move we usually expect between the 1 and the 1.61.8. Classic correction. And so I mean another move up doesn't invalidate this. It's just that seeing what happened in this range and in this move down, strands that have been put into pushing price down, and the fact that this might become a distributional range, I'm a bit more iffy about this taking the high, because if it does, it shows some strength in some sense. And you know, it become, especially we see that it close, it becomes just a potential backup retest of the broken range, and yeah, we could see continuation then. But if we do reject, we see how today close. But if this become a deviation, if we do come back down, I will guess that yeah, that will happen today. Then as long as we stay in this zone, for me it's still like a 50% bearish bullish state. Below 41,800 is where it's becoming more bearish. Not really bearish, because I believe we're still into accumulation, but it will mean that yeah, we're likely to stay in the range, and it gives us the opportunity to get a spring later on. As you know, I find this range bit too, I feel it's unfinished. I don't feel we had a proper phase C in this range. For now, the phase C is just this part. Phase C is the last test of the available supply on an accumulation range. Often, or not often, but sometimes it can be a spring. So a spring is when it breaks the low, or a failed spring when it comes very close to the low but doesn't breach it. or the last point of support if it doesn't come to the bottom of the range, as it could be here. And I feel that, yeah, this phase B, then they'll start the secondary test until phase C. It's usually longer. Usually. So if we come back, that means that we are still into the phase B. All of this, and it's become cleaner, I can say. Okay, there is a lot of comments here. Do you use order flow for confirmation to enter trades and the limit or market orders? Yes and no, depend which kind of trade. If I'm more focused on low time frame or high time frame, but often, yeah, I look at order flow, absorption, and at least it gives me the key level. I can see that here, for example, it's where we got big explosion of longs, aggressive longs, coming from big orders or above 500k. There's a short squeeze. So yeah, I just didn't increase the short much. And really, when I want to trade lower time frame, you know, when you catch a little bit of, I mean, I don't always need order flow. Sometimes I take the trade when I did my analysis and know where to trade, and I'm not on the computer. I will take it on my phone without the order flow. For example, a little short this morning, profit taken at the POC with a small long that is now riding. Short stopped. Yeah, at first I took the shorts here at the POC. And yeah, when I saw the long starting to just increase like this, I saw the size, I just closed it. But order flow, yes, for more precision, for low time frame trade, day trading, I use it. Volume really low, hard to hear. Volume really low. That's strange. Volume didn't change for me. It's as usual. Maybe I'm a bit far from the mic. I cannot make it higher here. Might be a bull trap, a very good one. Yeah. Have you read Arthur Hayes' 5-digit Ethereum post? Any ideas? No, I don't have. I didn't read about it. But Ethereum to 5-digit doesn't sounds realistic. I mean, I don't remember exactly what are my target for Ethereum, because I don't trade Ethereum. I just hold a few. Yeah, got to target about between 10 and 20k for this move, and potentially another cycle higher. But that will be for the next cycle if it happens. But yeah, just from the title, it doesn't shock me. Ethereum to 5-digit. Right now my focus is really on Bitcoin. I'm trying to read this waves moves, but I don't know, I'm kind of exhausted. This part has been a nightmare to count, so I made tens and tens of counts. Yeah, I have one. Even one really bullish. Did I show the bullish count, by the way? I'm not sure. Three. Oh no, okay, that's the idea. No, I didn't went over the last count. Obviously, we still have the triangle. I mean, especially if we do continue to make two other high, I will keep that in mind. But we still have to take that yesterday high before. I mean, this week high. Before looking at this, because really we're getting a rejection. Let me check a bit. We don't have a lot of trapped volume, but we have significant take profit from these lower longs. I believe that's Okay, honestly, I don't know. We could reject here. Yeah, we could. So triangle still a valid option. That's just the fact. And the really bullish option is far from being invalidated. The idea is that we are making 1 2 1 2 1 2 here. That the flat is done, that we get a low, and we are about to explode anytime soon. And yeah, I have the really sub count, but I made the wave 3 target here. I took the highest target possible. $561.8. Yeah, because you know that overall my target is about 200k, so that's the only way I can fulfill that. It is to take the first and bigger swing, high and lows, and see overall. A linear target here. Would expect at least 100k for that. If we are in this, I would still like, at least that was what I was expecting this morning, because I didn't read a finish correction here. So I would like to see at least another move down here and be able to count this as a lower degree 1 2, because otherwise the count is kind of a mess. Yeah, it's still messy. By getting a significant retrace, and then it showed to me that we have a wave and an impulsive move and a correction, and if it continues, then you can more easily work with it. a bit like here, you know, when you run this, you don't really know yet, but when you got a clean move in a direction, a clear move in another direction, then you know there is a relation between these two waves, and then you can project something. But here, as it is really overlappy, choppy in this area, it is unclear. Sometimes it is really clear from the beginning, you know. Can read 1, 2. Maybe this is not the best example, but yeah. And you know, yeah, that's the idea. Even if we do make another move down, that's what I was talking about more or less during the morning update. Well, now that we got this, if we do come back down, it seems even more bearish. Because for me, the idea at first was to be able to finish 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I've been expecting a correction. And then this become either wave 1 or wave A. If it's depending if it's bearish or bullish. Because then it is a wave C or wave 3. Now with that, and I will have to say how this develop. We are still in a range. We still have clear resistance. We did breach the first important one. We still have this POC as important resistance. And as long as we don't breach this high, there will be a way to count something, so we could still be in some kind of A, B, C. And this become either a C, or if it's go deeper, stronger, it becomes a 3, and it is more bearish. Anyway, that's what we do with Elliott waves. That's the basis, is that you take your fib target and your fib extension tool, and if it go past beyond the 161.8, then it is looking more impulsive than corrective. If it stops at the 1-1 extension, then it is most likely corrective. Okay, I would like to see a bit more consolidation here. And take profit of the liquidity, potential liquidity we have in this area. Really, this is strong. It pissed me off a bit because it broke my plan. I was starting to see things a bit more clearer, and now I don't know again. But that's it. That's how it is. Got to deal with it. But yeah, I would have liked to see more consolidation in this area, because here we have balance. We have balance of sentiment in this area. Or balance. I guess people will have get more bearish, but in theory, that's what I'm talking about. 1, 2 retests, key level, golden pocket of 50%, 1 of the broken trend line. Could still be really bullish. Jenny say that the bullish one I feel is the least possible. I mean, when I don't know if it's the least possible. I would prefer for Bitcoin to take its time so I can accumulate more. Is it kind of more easy to trade a range when it's clear. But at some point, that's the kind of thing we will get, you know? And started here, we have a 1-2 and a 1-2. And a smaller 1-2 and a 1-2. And then it explodes. 3, 4, 3, 4, and 5. Or like here, this little consolidation. We have a nice 1-2, 1-2, small 1-2. And maybe another 1-2 and then it explode. Let me check what's the extension here. Let me verify something. I have the count here. So yes, the idea was to have 1-2 here. Log or linear, that is the question. We go through the 561.8 on linear. And yeah, about 61.8 on log. Then the wave 5 got very big extension. That's what happened during bull run. We do get extremely extended wave 5. So that's also why I got good target here overall. I mean, I take the target especially for the wave 3. That's what got the most important for me, because then the wave 5 can easily get overextended. And that's the extension that could get us to 200k, even maybe higher, you know, this higher target if we get some institutional FOMOing. I mean, yeah. You know it will happen. You just got feelings that not yet, but I might be very wrong in the end. Hey, well, I would like your gut feeling to be right. Okay. So my internet's feeling unsynced as well. Yeah. We'll see what happens from here. You know, the two major things that refrain me from feeling too much bullish about this, and make me think as well that this is not the count I feel. Well, is Grayscale still trading at a 25% discount? Is seeing selling coming from Bitfinex Wells? And I mean, Bitfinex Wells know what is happening behind the door. I've been buying a bit still yet. Yeah, true. I mean, I don't see the print of a accumulation from Bitfinex, as I'd like to see. This guy know what they are doing. You know, this sold here heavily. This sold to markdown. Now we're getting a strong rip up, but the thing is, this morning I was kind of wanted this consolidation to remain at the high here, to not breach, because that's how it has been doing for each of this breakdown here after a rip up, a BART, in fact. So it's doing a BART button. I think we can officially call this BART. It's an official crypto Twitter button. Took side. Yeah, you see it moved down, you get recovery, but it never broke the previous high. And this, well, here it did, but we had a clear diagonal here, and then we had correction and continuation. And then in this move down, when we started, there is no higher high. There is just lower high all the way down. And how it is here, where it is from, I mean, it is just a simple retest of broken resistance. It felt so too easy of a trade. It felt too easy. But we are seeing a strong recovery for sure. So unfortunately, I'm not gonna have any answer again. I guess will still favor short from here. Let me check again. No. I mean, you see this really increase the volume significant and sustain buying volume comparable to the breakdown of the bottom here. Let me check something. Yeah. We are entering into the weekend. Last week, that was Sunday, It's on Sunday that we had our break up. Let's check a bit, maybe the TPO chart. What the heck? Forming single print. We did fit that single print. We have a 80% setup. Right? Because we opened below previous day value low. So in theory we have a target of POC, previous day POC and value area high. Yeah, I would guess I would expect us to reach the next resistance from here. If we do see this coming back strongly, maybe, but for now it looks strong. It's look bullish, and you know, just while volume is up here now, but we have a lot of volume here. If this is a wave 4, What? How am I going to trade this? Yeah, we'll have to look at order flow, because if we start to lose back this here to the daily, no, we'll have significant trapped traders up here. So depending if they get absorbed as they sell at lost or get stopped out, do they get absorbed by larger interest to keep going up, even if it come back down here? So we have this daily that is yearly open, I think. That is important. We have this POC now. Again, that is important. It was important when we were below it. We'll have expect rejection. So should we come back down here? Would expect it to be support. At the same time, if we start to lose this, how much penalties we have? No, it's really at 45,700. So this one. The larger, the big bulls have been positioned here. So I wouldn't expect it to be retested, because if they brought up resistance to make this right, they should be defending higher lows. And we say we are already quite extended for an ABC, but we are still into the target. Well, I guess if I start to see impulsive move, and maybe I take a short here with an invalidation up here, and to see take profit, but potentially reach up the low and potentially continuation down. But I'm not quite sure. Now let me okay. If this one to continue as 5, target for the 5th is still a bit low. So if we are starting an impulsive move and gonna bridge that high here, we still need another subwave one, because here we have 1, 2 in case it's bullish. We could say here we reach a target for a 3, potentially for 5 maybe, and then maybe we got a retrace for 2, or A, B, C could be for 2, and then go up, or we could be extending this wave 3, because we didn't reach the highest extension possible for 3 here. So we could be doing a 1, 2, for example. I mean, yeah, 1, it could be finishing a bit higher. 1, 2, and then 3, 4, 5, something like this. making a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now considering the single print we have right here, where is a TPO? TPO is here. Bullish move like this, we should expect maybe a retest of the top of the single print, but not a feel of it. And that is the POC that we are looking at. I think I need to move this way this live stream on another day because it picture on Friday unclears. So I feel like not trading this, honestly. Taking a shot above the high, especially if it's happened during the weekend. I mean, why not? Obviously on a rejection, so maybe, I mean, here is high. So either, yeah, either something like this. Shot in the retest, maybe. Or maybe a shot on the naked POC here. But in that case, that would most, if I was going to take this, yeah, I will be looking at the flow, really a low time frame chart, and try to to knife catch on a 5-minute chart, I mean, something like this. No, waiting for and try to knife catch you. You wait for a strong rejection sideways, something that suggests you a wave 4, and then you wait for the next swing for a pattern. So if we were to come here, I will wait for 2, 3 swing for a pattern, probably on a 5-minute chart. Then you go. Usually that's what happened. Here we got even more. No, three major one. We got a high rejection sideways. Yeah, we got 1, 2 swing for a pattern. Mostly 1. And a second one up here. And then it moved back down. Is that a swing for a pattern? It's the Abyssal, it's more a deviation. This move was not easy. I mean, I think I didn't get it short here. I did short here and here with quick take profit, obviously, and I would have kept it if it was to go down, but I didn't catch this. I don't know what was doing this day. On a long, I will need to see more structure. I will need to see. I mean, if we are doing something like this, yeah, I see more sideways and starting to really form a nice 5-wave structure. Then maybe I buy the next retrace. Probably, I mean, maybe, most probably. And again, context of volume. Do I see an impulsive move down with growing volume, or do I see long getting wrecked and volume diminishing? And then on a 1-2 like this, when it's bullish, obviously the best one is to buy the golden pocket. But really any nice fib level confluence with a POC. So if we were to get something like this, get my fib extension. Again, I wait for a move that will probably break the market structure, but a move that go against the previous trend. Another move that take more or less the same time that the first move down to correct. And then another move that breaks that previous low. So really wait for this kind of ABC structure. And yeah, if you get something like this, you get a confluence of the 1-1 extension of this move, a POC or a high volume node here, the 50% retrace. And yeah. But if the move is stronger, it could really well be something that come to the golden pocket 707. And in the meantime, this remain potentially a good buy with a take profit higher. And the buy, interesting buy still lower. I hope this is helpful. I think this best plan I can show. I will not be really able to. I mean, I could do this, but I'm not sure that makes much sense. It's really dependent on how it happened. And so I'm trying to explain the through process behind this, how I would trade it. So you can be able to know what I will be looking for and take your own decision myself. First to fire, what is this music? I like it. I'm 5 minutes behind. Yeah, that's music. From DAO meditation. Can I show this? And I think Spotify follows something else. And I started this playlist, or this artist, and you can look for for 3-2 Hertz. You've got a lot of this kind of music. So yeah, that's pretty much the plan. I will be looking at. I would have preferred Bitcoin to just stop here, so my plan would have been a lot more clearer, but he decided to. Someone with deep pocket decided to just market hundreds of millions of longs just when I was finishing my preparation. So now that's all I get. I mean, overall, again, I think we might be still in the range. I don't want to say gonna keep ranging, because this kind of strong recovery, if it do continue, it might lead to a strong move up. I'm aware of that, because really this quick, so it become like a terminal takeout. And you see you got this strong volume pushing it down and strong volume buying it back up. So yeah, it's like a move to push price into a pocket of liquidity and keep running. Then I mean, this is really much a possibility. But I'm deviating again. And otherwise, we have a significant market structure break. We are entering into the weekend, so we could expect this to stay in the range or continue this new trend. POC being an important resistance again, especially, yeah, we could be a good short still. But in that case, we're starting to form 5 waves, so then it's a good short, but probably not for long. Because if it is really bullish, it might retrace only to the 3-2, even if we could be looking lower. But usually if the trend is bullish, it doesn't give much opportunity to come down, to come in. Doesn't come down, but so yeah, I hope that was interesting for you guys, and I think finish it here again. I would have liked to be able to give a clearer picture about all of this, but it's not for me, so I will not lie. I will not give you like a plan to tell you that yeah, this is going to happen if I have no strong bias. I think I gave you at least several ideas for upside, sideway, and downside, and I hope, yeah, it will help you read yourselves. Are there trap longs now? Asking Keshab Agaro. Keshab. There's a not so much. No, there's not a lot of trap long. No, if we continue to break down here, might be a bit, because there is here this 7 million long, 6-4 here. So it might be underwater, but really, this is where you see the significant increase in open interest, significant increase in long, coming from big players again. And so between the 45,900 and 45,700, that's really where you got your main long position. Until you see a significant increase in long in short, in long in open interest. Here there's not a lot of traps, but potentially there's profit taken here. You see a big drop, 11 million from the 7 million from big orders again, 11 million of open interest dropping, so it's comparable. And as a bull here, if you market both resistance and take profit here, you might wait for price to retrace and defend a higher low. But I don't see a lot of trap longs. Can I do a count on GMT, USDT? Well, yeah, why not? That yearly level has been a bit washed. Now I want to short it earlier, but blast up through it. Yeah, it has been watched. Do I missing some level here? We'll have that daily here, even that one. Even daily open here. But I don't know. GMT. Let's take a look at GMT USDT. Binance. Can I do a count on this? That's a question. Sorry, I laugh, but I can't really do a count on this. There is no retrace here. And there is a 30,000% decrease. I mean, I have no idea what this is. But definitely you don't trade this based on Elliott wave. You got to find something else. And it started like 10 days ago. Seriously, it made it's 30,000% of gain in 10 days. I have no idea about that. There is... I wouldn't touch anything like this. Because it can retrace any time, but how it has been going for 10 days, it can go again, I guess. There's a bit of volume, or a significant volume starting on this part compared to this sideway. I mean, yeah, you might be doing count or try. I mean, locally here, from this, could be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. We have biggest volume into wave 3, smaller volume coming into wave 5. We got overbought condition with divergence, big overbought condition. Yeah, if I had to do something with this, would be a short. Maybe just like what happened here, best if there was a swing fire pattern of it. I mean, unless I don't know, China decided to use GMT as its main currency. I don't know why it discounted so much. But I cannot even give you a target on this. This is something that being... I don't like the term manipulated too much, but this is manipulated. Can take maybe target with this, how to get means it's the only target you can get from this. Log or not log? Yeah, log, obviously. Application. Then to get target on this, I will need to study the fundamentals of it. Look at the market cap. What other coin we can compare it to, and compare the market cap and see which price do we have comparable, at which price this coin will have a comparable market cap than its concurrent, because it's pretty new, so I guess there is concurrent that have a higher market cap, maybe. And that can give you an idea of targets. Also, why maybe 20 bucks, 21, because it's a half of 42 or 10 bucks. Short don't work on this. I tried and get stopped out 70% of the time. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I prefer not touching these things unless yeah, prefer not touching this. I don't trade much alts either. I do accumulate altcoins when I see our accumulation happening. I mean, buying Monero here, I guess it's okay. Even if the European Union just is banning privacy or whatever. There's also Avon protocol. It's already quite rising. I was wanting to buy this back a bit lower. That it's already gone now. Been accumulating lower. Neo maybe is not gone yet. Other kind of thing. Which is not the worst buy here. Definitely. At some point it will make like the other, most probably. But maybe we have another move down. Yeah, it depends on Bitcoin. Litecoin as well. But it's lagging some strengths. And yeah, whatever. How do I spot accumulation? By using volume. What is a good example of accumulation? Something that quite clean. Try the cleanest one. Yeah, we have a range here. We have a clear range establishing. So studying with Wyckoff, we have volume is maybe not the best example, but yeah, here we can see POC coming at the low of the range. I've increased in volume. Here we have what we call a preliminary support coming into a selling climax, establish a little range on itself, automatic reaction and secondary test with especially volume on the selling climax and lower volume on secondary test. We got some kind of flow of strengths that retest the preliminary supply, where I'm starting to see volume slowing down the trend. Then we got another test of the selling climax, secondary test in phase B. Then I've got another move to the resistance, and finally, yeah, the final test, which is here we will call this a failed spring. Sometimes you got a spring that just make a swing failure pattern of the low, which means breach and reclaim. Here it didn't breach the low and got a really strong reaction. Breach of resistance, and you see here big players decided to break resistance. And you see, yeah, you see some kind of range building. So here after it's Wyckoff studying to be able to label this, but the label doesn't necessarily is not necessarily essential. But there's some kind of range and some spike of volume coming at the lows, but overall a lowering volume. And then when you see a big spike of volume pushing it through resistance during several days, that's a signal that it's going for a run, usually. Like here, this big spike coming out of this little range consolidation. And here you also have a nice retest. Yeah, Holly is doing like me, who don't try hard. Just holding, accumulate some of them. I mean, I've been doing a lot of altcoins during the 2017 run. That's when I started to trade, and I wasn't trading derivative at all. It was the beginning of derivative for Bitcoin, but I wasn't touching this. And yeah, that's when I started to trade altcoins. It was based a lot on fundamentals, studying, trying to see which coin will be the next whatever. Have the best idea, the best team, was going to revolutionize everything. And yeah, until you realize that the coin was pumping 1,000% just because there was rebranding or making a new website. So then it was just, it was pretty easy. 2017, you were able to buy anything, pretty much, and everything was just flying like crazy. 17, that's the run until, yeah, BNB was an outperformer, but ADA, I made a lot of gain on ADA. I'm buying it a bit late, either way, I think. I don't know, I buy during a pump like this and just hold it like crazy. A lot of things like this. But now the market changed and I prefer to trade derivative. Where is everyone? I don't know. Yeah, 10 spectator. I think there's a lot of people watching it in replay. And I guess people watch the beginning, but now I don't have much more to say, so maybe it's too boring for them. but the best are still here. And that's it. Yeah, it was very sad for us. I did made a lot of loss as well during that time. And it was not because I didn't took profit, but because in January 18 at the very top there was news about Tether being a scam, Ponzi and stuff like this that was spreading like fire, and a lot of people was saying don't hold any Tether, it's very dangerous, you might just end with nothing. So I was taking profit from my altcoin trades, and when I saw this I said okay, maybe I shouldn't hold Tether. And I made really bad decision. And then I owed several altcoins till the bottom, and I had to remade a lot of gains. But that's also how you learn. You have to go through some losses to be able to learn trading correctly. You can be lucky at the beginning. Some are just lucky all the way along, or just making the right decision at the start. But most of us have to go through difficult time and difficult losses at some point to learn. And I learned a lot from it. And so that's why most important thing in trading is risk management, because the only thing you control is how much you lose, and you want to be able to last. And you know, if you buy some sale stuff now, it's not like as dangerous. It is not as dangerous as it was at the time. I mean, Bitcoin is a really legitimate asset. If you hold Bitcoin or even Ethereum or probably even Cardano, stuff like this, if you hold, probably fine. And you can even sometimes and some exchanges are stuff that give you 7% interest on your holding and stuff like this, and it can be a lot more profitable than trading for some people. Yeah, you experience the same. Okay. Well, nice to talk to you. But I think I'm gonna leave. Let me check here. We have trapped longs that have been stopped out. We have a swing for the pattern. Of this low. Dump of longs. 15 million closed. And I've been absorbed as well by shorts closing. So this could maybe, if we are going to turn this into an impulsive move, it's really low time frame, it's hard to say here. Maybe we got another stab into the low, maybe not. Maybe we continue. I don't know, I cannot read. It's fucked up. And maybe this is a wave 4 finish. We will have a potential for wave 4 finish. It's a bit quick compared to these two. But we have some right long and I've been absorbed, clearly. negative delta bullish candle, I would get this continue for another move up. Guess. If I have to make a guess. $36,200. Okay, let's do that. Okay, thanks for watching, everybody. Lasting till the end. I hope I bring you valuable information, and I see you soon. If really at some point I'm starting to see things more clearly, I will do another live stream. But in the meantime, I got to let price show its ways again, and I don't want to force something. Things seems to be in equilibrium, slightly more bullish and bearish, as long as we stay above 47, 45. Well, as long as we keep that low. It looks like it wants another high. If it does lose that low, I will definitely see an acceleration down to the higher degree golden pocket. Right, that's right. 1-1 extension. Maybe not the golden pocket. If we see a breakdown, yeah, and I see here too the weekly order block. That is crucial support because we have a POC at 41,800. And right now we have a golden pocket just below, so it remains to see if it plays support. But for me, losing that level will be really dangerous. We'll most likely look at least to the POC, so not the golden pocket. Forget that. If it does, until we lose that low, I would probably look to breach of this high. You're welcome. Take a loss today, and indeed have a good day, boss. Thank you. Have a good day, Ellie. Have a good day, Keshab, Janie, Hasert. Thanks again, and see you soon. Have a nice evening.